The boy suddenly finds himself as a transparent man. He was in the house flipping through an anime book about Superman. The sound of his mother's footsteps suddenly came from outside the door. Jack hurriedly took off all his clothes. By the time his mother came in, she only saw clothes scattered all over the floor. Jack had completely disappeared. Just then the phone rang. It turned out to be Grandma calling. Jack was in the house eavesdropping on their conversation. He had discovered a shocking secret. It turns out he wasn't born to his mother. She had found him on the doorstep. After learning this news, Jack finds it hard to accept. He goes to the beach to swing alone. When Annie, his longtime crush, came over for a break, Annie saw that the trunk was moving on its own. Instead of being scared, she slowly walked over to it.
Un fantasma.
The two of them were having a good time together, and while they were having fun, Jack noticed that not far away, there was a man with sunglasses watching them. He looked like a blind man. At night Annie was practicing gymnastics alone in the gymnasium. Unbeknownst to her, upstairs there was a man with a gun pointed at her. Annie passed out, and then the mystery man took Annie away, and Jack saw it. He went after her without a second thought, but Jack was no match for the mystery man. Annie was taken to a laboratory. After several tests, it was discovered Annie was not the one they were looking for. On the other hand, Jack returns home. He was going to put on his Superman suit to rescue Annie. Instead, his mother threw the suit in the washing machine, and it had shrunk in the wash. He had to go to the beach. He thought of other ways to save Annie. Suddenly, the blind man who had been watching him on the bridge that day found Jack. It turned out that he was Jack's real father. His father told Jack a story. Many years ago there was a nuclear war. Because of the nuclear leak, most people were genetically altered. A lot of people were given different levels of superpowers. A group called the Separatists got wind of it. They took all these people with superpowers and put them in a secret laboratory. Every day they tested different experiments. The intention was to turn them into tools for the battlefield. Jack's real parents were the ones with the powers. They gave birth to Jack here. In order for Jack to escape from the organization, the two men chose to take Jack on the run. But unfortunately, Jack's mother was accidentally killed. Jack's mother was accidentally taken out by the men. The father escaped with Jack. To keep the boy safe, he put Jack in front of a family's home. The woman who owned the house was Jack's current mother.